All right, stay spiritual team, James and Justin, back here at the front end of the week where we like to dive into the arts. And in this one, we're taking a look at a new movie trailer called Tuesday, starring Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Yep. And this movie is done by A24 Studios. I love A24 Studio movies.
So right at the beginning, whenever they show that A24 symbol, I'm like... pay closer attention.
Yeah, right now they're in my opinion they're the kings. They're pumping out the best movies. I don't know what it is about their movies, but I'm liking them. So let's take a look at this trailer and unpack it.
I just don't think you understand how Tinder works.
Can I tell you something? I know exactly how Tinder works.
Then you don't understand how flirting works.
How do you think you got here?
It hurts.
Where, honey?
Everywhere. Can you please just come out so she can see you?
One thing A24 does really well is that they take like a concept and an idea like that is very like relevant, real, a lot of people can relate to, and then they add one like fantastical nugget to the story. Well, it's like everything else is like we all relate, and then they put one little thing.
We got to give credit to the director for doing that too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like A24 is a studio, so I don't know what hand they have in everything in the end, but they definitely pick stories that often do what you're saying.
Yeah.
Madam, you need to say goodbye to your daughter.
You have to get strong now.
I can't.
You can, and you have to let me.
That's emotional dynamite right there.
I know.
Telling somebody you got to say goodbye to somebody to get you right in the feels.
Help you.
Life, every life ends.
I felt the pain that you have. I don't know what I am without you, who I am without you. I don't know what the world is without you in it. I love you more than anything in the whole world.
You'll be okay. Promise.
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 Promise. Promise.
The echo you leave, the legacy, your memory is how she lives.
What are you doing to me, man? You trying to get some clickbait here? You trying to get us all emotional?
Misty-eyed.
You know, is the thumbnail of this going to have like animated on tears?
Oh God.
Yeah, so that'll get you.
Yeah.
If you're probably especially if you're a parent or you got a mom, you know.
It just got me thinking about it. Like all of us, you know, we have inevitably at some time in our life we'll have to face what this video is kind of like pointing to, or you know, the impermanence and losing someone. And anyone who's ever lost someone who can relate to something like this understands that when you do lose something like that, it's not that that person just like they came to an end or that they died. It's like part of you actually dies when something, and that's like that grief that I think Julia does a good job of kind of like even just expressing in the little trailer that I saw there.
Yeah.
That, you know, part of dying, but you know, with every death, you know, comes something new. And I think that was
sure.
And the idea of the parrot there, I found that the parrot to me kind of like symbolizes like the coping mechanisms, the way we all deal with it differently, right? How like when we lose something, we all have that thing that we use to get us through that situation.
I didn't even think about it, because I bet you no matter who you are, when you face something like that, and not to exclude anybody, most people know what it's like to lose something, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that there's a giant mystical parrot that arrives speaks to like you don't know how it is. We had a mystical parrot arrive when it was nice. So our situation's unique. Yeah. But I bet you they all feel unique. And so that adds that element of it. It's always going to feel like uncharted territory, right? And then it got me to sort of thinking about the different ways people deal with it, because there's a part of me that's like immediately tries to, through the lexicon of my mind, reference, well, who's strong in these situations? And then you might imagine like sort of a stoic person or somebody that's so enlightened that they seem like untouchable in those things. I understand that new life springs forth through in all things. But I would just say, like, to my own self, I got to be careful not to be not willing to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like, because there's just something there in the experience of actually going along with it. And then it brings up questions about why movies like this exist. And just like, there's an argument to be made that legitimizes movies that are maybe like a scary movie. Sometimes they bring us in touch with something, and then we come back to reality, and we're now, that was an experience, but now we're back here. Maybe these movies build up your emotional resiliency. They remind you of what it is to be a human, and they get you in touch with emotional. That was so long-winded.
But hey, good points. Yeah. No, it's okay. I'm looking forward to seeing this. I love A24 movies, and this looks like another solid one. Guys, let us know in the comments, about some of the things that we said. Maybe you have some things to add in there. And if you liked our reaction, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend. And everyone, until next time, stay spiritual.